She told me issues of not being up to date on technology. I said, well, don't worry about that, because I teach that. I'll teach you on how to use Canva for doing your graphics, so all of that. This conversation we had. And she said, but girl, my computer just died yesterday or that day. I told her, don't worry about it. What we can do, I can get you a computer. We can barter that as part of your compensation for working with me. Oh, she thought that was a fabulous idea.
What kind of computer was it?
It is a Dell desktop computer, has 2 monitors. It is a desktop, mouse, keyboard.
Is this a photograph
That is
of the computer?
That is it.
So you delivered it to the defendant's house?
Yes, because it was shipped to me. And my neighbor put it in my truck for me. I drove it to her house. Her daughter had a cart. She brought it out. She removed the computer.
She needed a cart. It's heavy.
Yes.
Let me just stop you for a moment and let me ask Ms. Shepard, when did you first discover that the plaintiff had delivered this computer to you?
When I came home.
What happened?
First of all, Cheryle left out the fact that she had to convince me to get this computer set up because all I wanted was a laptop. And when I saw it, I immediately knew this was too much. It's too big. I didn't even have a space for it. I have a little desk. So I said, oh, gee, no.
So why didn't you return it?
Why didn't I take it back myself? Well, first of all, I was having some problems with my leg. I could barely walk. I was in pain. And after the conference, it kind of increased because I was on my legs for those days. I asked her to come back and get it because she had delivered it. And then her attitude really made me resist.
What do you mean by her attitude?
I felt she was a bully and very narcissistic about what she was saying to me in her text messages. Just her whole attitude, her persona just turned me off so much that I said, you need to come get it.
Why didn't you go back to her house and pick it up?
Right, well, Your Honor, just as when you buy something from Amazon or anywhere else, if you don't want it, you return it. That is up to the person who received it. And that's exactly what we had agreed upon. Now, she speaks of having issues and legs and all of that. She didn't have any issues when she was working.
I'm not so sure your Amazon analogy is on point. Judge Tewalder?
I read all the text messages, the back and forth. When are you going to deliver my computer? When are you going to come pick it up? That kept going
back and
for
forth
a number of days, but never once did you say, but you said you would bring me my computer.
We had agreed that she would return.
There was an agreement?
Yes.
Verbally?
Yes.
She didn't even want the setup. It was 2 screens. It was massive. She wanted a laptop. So when did that conversation take place?
In one of our conversations, because now the event happened the 26th to the 30th. So once the computer was delivered, I was in the throes of running the conference, and she was in the throes of working for me. So we had already agreed that she was going to return the computer to me, that she had gone out and bought a laptop.
Okay.
That was that conversation, and we moved on to the PR work, the press release that she was going to create for me. And even in the text messages that you have, you can look and see that on several occasions, I asked her to bring the computer.
She seemed to be surprised by your request.
She wasn't surprised that I was asking her to return the computer.
Not return it, but to deliver it, yeah.
Well, even...
Why didn't you show just a little bit of just sympathy?
Because at that point I was done.
But she told you, I'm in pain. I've been on my feet.
At that point, even before, she had already agreed to return the computer to me, and her daughter drives.
At the end of the day, when you realize she is not going, because you gave her a deadline, she is not going to deliver my computer, why didn't you just go over there? It's just a matter of principle for you?
Because that was the purpose of a deadline. When someone gives you a deadline to do something, which was to return the computer, that's what was expected.
But you imposed that after the fact, because I still don't believe that she agreed to return this computer to you.
Well, that's fine if you don't believe that, but I have no reason to lie.
If that was something that she promised to do, why didn't you just bring it up in the text messages? Like, hey, I'm just reminding you, to do what you said you're going to do. So that makes me believe that that actually didn't happen.
Oh, it did happen.